guys, welcome to Consume the Goodness. My name is Kendra. I'm a certified lifestyle and weight management coach. This channel combines healthy lifestyle with God's word. And today, while I make some food, I am going to be responding to a comment from last week's video. Here is the comment. I felt like it would be a good idea to make a video about this because it's a tough one. But I do think that it could possibly be helpful, and maybe if you guys have anything to add to what I'm going to be saying in the video, you can, say that in the comments. That way, my mom who left that comment, or anybody else who might be thinking the same thing, they can also look at those comments and get some encouragement and some help, from you guys too. So that is what we're doing today. I'm gonna roast some chickens while I talk to you guys. Two birds with one stone. Multitasking. How do you say it? Chicken! Before I start to answer the question in the comment, I want to just recap real quick for anybody who maybe didn't watch the video, which you can go back and watch last week's video. I'm going to try to put it up here somewhere. I don't think I've ever done that before, but I'm going to try to, so maybe you'll be able to click on it and get to that video. But the whole point of that video was pretty much about basically what we do and what we take in, what we listen to, the people we're around, our surroundings, what we eat, all of these things. What impact does it have? What impact or imprint is that leaving on our health, on our organs and the way that they function, on our mental health and our spiritual health, all these types of things. So it was just about, stopping to think about what all of these things do, what impression they make, what imprint they're leaving. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to not talk way too much about it and redo the video all over again by saying all the same stuff, which I'm having a really hard time not doing because I talk too much. Okay, so that's what that was. And what this comment was asking is, what if you don't have a choice? What if you have no control over your surroundings and the foods that you eat and any of the things that I was talking about in the video? So, and that's a really good question. And the reason why she was asking that question, it would be a good question no matter whether somebody was in her position or not. But she is in a position where, oh shoot, I meant to make a playlist of videos with my mom, which I'll try to do that before this video comes out. Let's see if it's actually a thing. Do I get to it or not? That's the question. You guys got to go look and see, I guess. For those of you who don't know, my mom, October, I think will be 3 years ago, she had a stroke. And then while she was in the hospital recovering from that stroke, she had another stroke and another and another. She was just having multiple strokes. They were really bad, at her brain stem. They had to go in and do surgery and try to break stuff up. But ever since then, she has been in a nursing home. Things are very different for her, She went from being really independent and spending a lot of time with her grandkids and things like that and her friends to laying in a bed in a nursing home. She is able to talk now. She did get the ability to talk back. She can move some, but she is in a nursing home. So when it comes to what she eats, it's the food that they bring her and her surroundings. She's in her room. So I was thinking the reason why I wanted to do a video just responding to this comment is because it would have been harder to answer in just by typing. And there are probably a lot of other people out there who are in similar situations as she is. Even people who aren't, in a nursing home, or they don't have the ability to get up and walk away from something or someone. Still, we have this could be anybody at work, maybe the surroundings that you have at work, or the people, some of your coworkers. You can't really escape them. You need to keep your job. You need to have your job, but those types of surroundings. So, okay, what do you do when you don't have control over it, when you don't have a choice? My best advice would be to look at what you do have any type of control over, what you do have a choice in. So if they're bringing you, if we're talking about food, And the food that you are brought, if you're, in a nursing home type situation, I'm just kind of using my mom as an example, that we still get to choose what parts of what they bring. If you have your meal and then also a piece of cake on the side, they may have brought it, but it doesn't mean that it has to be eaten. We get to make that choice. If there are situations where other people can bring you things, or you're able to order stuff, like what's it, Instacart or whatever, if you're able to do that type of thing, that is something. As far as the people that you're around, you may not be able to choose the CNAs or anything like that, but we get to choose how we respond to those people. If somebody maybe has a bad attitude, you have a good attitude, counter that, smile at them. I guess that would be my best advice, is to look at what you do have control over. Anything. What can you do to block that out? If there's somebody around you who's very negative, either maybe saying something to them or putting headphones in to try to block that out if you don't have any choice. Like, you can't escape them. I don't know if this stuff is very helpful. Crap. Maybe this wasn't the best. Maybe I just don't know how to answer this very well. I feel like looking at what you do have control over, and then trying to have a different perspective about what you don't have control over. The things that you don't have a choice, just having a different perspective about it. Doing the best we can in the situation that we're in. What's that, little chicken neck? And like really doing the most that you can. So like in my mom's situation, maybe you're not able to get up and walk, but is there anything you can do to strengthen yourself, on your own, without having a physical therapist, which I know that, at least in my mom's case, that has been like an on and off thing. There's been a whole thing with that. What can you do on your own? You may not have a choice in the physical activity that you do. You can't get up and go for a walk. You can't do anything like that. But what can you do? Even if it is as simple as like stretch it out, fist it up, something. Even if it's something like that, but you are doing it on your own. You may not get to have a physical therapy or occupational therapy right at this moment. But what do you have, And I'm sure that there are plenty of people who are watching this who have better things to say. So I do hope that you guys leave that in the comments, and I hope that that's helpful for people. But I haven't been in a situation I have not ever been in a situation like my mom's. But I have been in situations where it was just very unpleasant, and there was a lot of unhappiness and zero control. No control over it at all. Didn't have a choice in what was going on. And at first, when it was happening, I'm really big on writing and journaling. So at first, when I would write and journal about stuff that was going on, it was all very negative. It was a lot of complaining. It was a lot of venting, which still, it was complaining and having a very negative outlook on it. And one of these days, I'm going to do a video on the difference between complaining and boasting in our weakness, because there is a difference. I didn't really think that there was, but after reading more in the Bible and experiencing other things, all that kind of stuff, more growth, there definitely is. But anyway, and then finally got to a point of like, oh my gosh, I need to stop with this. It was messing with my health. It was messing with my stress levels, with which my health. Couldn't sleep because I was just so irritated, constantly thinking about the stuff that I didn't have any control over, the things that I didn't have a choice. I just had to deal with it. And something that I decided to do, something that I made myself do, was I was not allowed to write anything negative or complaining in that journal anymore. Only good things, only things I was grateful for, only the upside of whatever was going on. So instead of being like, oh, this sucks, that sucks, whatever, I wish it wasn't like this, I can't stand it when this and that, it was forcing me to look at it in a different way and to say, okay, I have I have a job. I have a way to make money. I have, just using that as an example. Those are the types of things. So that was something that really helped me in a time when I didn't have a say in it, in what was going on, and how we were living. And it helped. Yeah. I feel like that's all I got. And I honestly don't know. I really felt like, I mean, honestly, I probably could have just typed that out in a comment, but I don't know. I should have softened this butter up some more. Kind of like Play-Doh, though. It's kind of fun. I'd eat a bite of this, but I have raw chicken all over my clothes. So probably not a good idea. Oops, I didn't pat this with a paper towel. Oh dear, what's gonna happen? I'm sure it'll be fine. I guess that's pretty much my answer to that, and I'm gonna apologize if it wasn't very helpful. There are so many things that so many of us don't have a choice, you know? We might not have a choice in the situation that we're in, but we can choose our perspective. We can choose how we look at it. We can choose if we want to put the effort in to try to find the upside of it. And if we can't find an upside, then to find contentment in it, which I know that's a really hard thing to do. It's a really hard thing to grasp, you know, being content no matter what. But I'll tell you, it is possible. I know that it's possible. And to seek Jesus, always to seek Jesus. That's my best advice, to seek him. Not even so much in a way that's like, please change my situation, please make this better. I don't have any choice. Please, you know, just make it better. Change my stuff. Instead of change my situation, maybe just change how I'm able to handle it. Change my outlook on it. Change my attitude towards it. You know, maybe even that type of prayer is just so helpful. I hope that helps. I hope that helps Mommy and anybody else who may have that type of question or anything like that. I hope that it's helpful for you too. Also, like I said, anything that you guys have to add, please feel free to do so. I also want to, really quick while I wrap this up, say thank you to you guys just for the support that you give, and also to kind of apologize. Things have been changing. My family and I, my husband and I, all of us, we're going through like a changing period, an adjustment period, just in a lot of areas of our lives, like, you know, pretty big areas of our lives. And so I have had a lot less time, I've been spending a lot less time like up front, I guess you can say, as far as supporting a lot of you guys, a lot of you content creators. A lot of my support has been in the background, watching lives but not saying stuff, being there for premieres but not talking much, and running a lot of playlists but not leaving comments, like just running a lot of playlists. I just want to kind of apologize and then thank you guys, and thank you guys for understanding. I guess I'd like to just thank you guys for understanding that things are a little bit tough, so it might seem like I'm not there or I'm not around or I'm not being very supportive, but please just know that it's there. It's just unseen support. I don't know, I think that might bother some people. I know that leaving comments is helpful and stuff like that, but I'm very grateful for any grace that you're able to show me during this time. And also want to thank you guys for just supporting the channel, for coming here. So many of you guys are just here every week. I appreciate it so much. For all of you guys hitting the thumbs up, sharing videos, being here, watching them, whether you comment or not, but leaving comments, not leaving comments, praying over the channel. I have gotten text messages and emails over, you know, the years since I started this, of just people telling me that they're praying for me, and they're praying over the channel, and that they pray that like it gets out there a lot, you know, to help get positivity out there. That means a lot to me that you guys do that. When people say that they're praying for me or my family or anything like that, I'm not like, oh, thanks, and just like take it super lightly. I think praying is the best thing that we could do for each other, because we're lifting someone up to God. And gosh, who better to ask, you know, to put their hands on someone or someone's family or something that someone's working on. It really does mean a lot to me. I super appreciate it. So I wanted to say that. I wanted to say thank you and apologize and say thank you again. I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for being here. That's it. So God bless. I love you guys so much, and I hope to have you back for the next one.